Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, we were able to do it as you saw in the previous video. Tier 26 AR guaranteed. So that's pretty cool. Of course, it's nowhere near top 1k. At this point of the game, you always have to hit tier 27, I believe, for top 1k. I'm not sure on that though, it might be borderline, but it's definitely a lot more competitive. But anywho, we'll go into how terrible my defense did. I can't even English. Alright. I mean, it's the same repeating themes, so I'm definitely working on improving my defense for Light and Dark at least. For Astra Anima, we're just gonna stick with this because there's not much I can do on defense during those seasons. Like, I can spam like res attackers, but people are just going to either Gale Force or Hidden Run or whatnot. And those are there's all sorts of scenarios I just can't deal with, so ripperinos. But yeah, we're gonna try, during Light and Dark seasons, I'm gonna definitely try and build a team that can almost always get one kill, because I know there's plenty of people out there that'll have this to just beat my defense, so I'm not too concerned about them. But here we get the meme Wings of Mercy, so literally the only kill we're going to get here. But that's most of my kills are based off of gimmicks and not actually murdering stuff. I only murder stuff if people play poorly, so that's kind of just how it goes. There's a common thing that people do. I don't know if people do it intentionally, but they'll end up splitting up my forces, so like my dancer tends to move towards the right, and then while a lot of my units will go down the left column because it's the most convenient for them in terms of pathfinding. So it's kind of derpy in that respect, but I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Looks like they're able to pick up the double here. That's the one thing with Sylvia right now. I do not have anywhere enough speed on her. Not even close. Thinking about I probably have to put chill speed on her, honestly, over chill attack, because that would definitely help out, since a lot of people will leave her last solely because she's a dancer, and of course she has no attack. Basically, there's Wodow and Moonbow for like 1% extra pressure, but not really. So there's that. And yeah, level 5 Panic Manor is still not good enough. It definitely helps out like in matches, like say against this Nyla of 58 HP, but with blessing stacking like summoner support and whatnot, people can pretty much easily get over whatchamacallit. They can get over like 70 HP and whatnot, and it's like I don't even have a chance with them. So I'm thinking against those teams, my new dark defense is going to have to run like some sort of way to panic units decently reliably. So I'm thinking about my Azama. It's currently +5 right now, but I can get him to +10 if I commit the feathers. It's just that I do not have enough feathers at all to go around. That's the only unfortunate part. So Nyla able to double there, and we're just not going to be able to do very much damage here. We have too many reds. That's just the problem with this defense. There's no real damage output. There's a bit from like Sothis and stuff, but a lot of people running healing specials or whatnot just get free heals off anyways, so it's almost like Sothis never attacked, which is of course a problem. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to pick up the ether structures here. Nyla should just be able to kill both here. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with the defense going forward. It's just a bunch of fails because these are just people who either have enough stats or they just have the units to do what they need to do. Because you can definitely, if you use like even my like hybrid strat, as long as you're able to deal with, deal with Seliph alright. Like, I could probably beat my own defense with Nino to an extent. I'm not sure how well that would work, but yeah, for sure. Being able to just heal off the damage against my team, pretty nice. Because even noon times will heal like 12s off the 2 Sotuses if they're at full HP. So it's like, you can definitely tank stuff pretty reliably. So here, I see a lot of people nowadays are using Brave Ike in Ether Raid's offense of Brave Lucina because it just works, you know, it's pretty consistent to a degree. His main problems, of course, is people denying his specials and a lot of people abusing specials when they have low HP and stuff, so that's a big problem for him. It's like you'll see here, Sonya is gonna go in. She does quite a decent amount of damage considering Sonya's not that great. Still does quite a bit of damage, but of course the thing about Light Season is that is that there's double air. You can run double airs for that sparkling boost, so you get like basically free ranged, like unlimited range healing pretty much, which is nice for sure. Definitely do appreciate having that during Light Season myself. It's pretty strong, which is why I'm perfectly fine with the fact that I accidentally plus 10 to air because she's just gonna be useful, like even as PvE and whatnot. She has decent offenses and stuff, and so I'm thinking like I would want to use Panic or like Azama for units like this Noe, just because, you know, she has over 70 HP. But, you know, when she's completely debuffed, oh my gosh, she's just absolutely terrible. So, looks like here they're just going after Sothis in the back, which is perfectly fine. I mean, we're not going to be able to do anything, of course. Their damage output is lacking, but it's like Noe still takes a decent amount of damage from a green unit, which of course it's like, sure, you know, they have the weapon triangle advantage, you know, they should be doing a decent amount of damage, but it's like Micaiah didn't even have a special and she was doing that much damage. Like, just think about it. I don't know, man. And here, I don't even know, I know they're doing this so Sylvia attacks Aversa and whatnot, but still, not the greatest here. And here we're gonna watch Noe just be a clown because she's gonna like do nothing because she's debuffed. They just decided to leave Panic Manor there. I don't know why. And you can see Noe's taking some damage from you know, mid 40s attack red unit, 10 out of 10. Definitely relies on a lot of buffs to be decent. It's like even then, that's why Panic is so popular right now, because people, myself included, just spam buffs. Like whether it's tactics like me or some like link skills or whatnot. It's just prevalent. So here we're gonna see Ashana. Self's gonna go in first because, well, no one can kill and he lives, so they're like perfect matchup. And so unfortunately we don't have the proper setup to where we can get the repo set up properly because Brave Micaiah is blocking the way for the repo. So there's that problem, but I mean, Micaiah able to double here, Panic Manor and all that stuff coming in. I'm not sure if Yuden's Whispers procced, but Air actually barely kills there, which is kind of surprising, but I guess Yuden's Whispers does that for you. And Light, what is it called? I don't even remember what it's called. Lights? There's Don Suzu. There's, I don't remember. What is Light of Dawn? Is that what it is called? Is that what it's called? I don't remember. That's super awkward. So now they have tactics room affecting them, but you know, they should be able to do alright here. Aversa can just clean up. And then they just surrender. Presumably, you know, they have ladders and they thought they could probably get a better matchup against someone else, so fair enough. Makes sense. Yeah, you can just see a lot of units, you know, use summoner support and whatnot. Like, this isn't even summoner supported, and she has 77 HP. And it's, of course, it's a Versa, so she has okay base HP, but it's like other units with even more HP. It's just, there's nothing I can do against that. Having raw HP and just decent mixed bulk. It doesn't even have to be like high 60s or what. To have, you can probably get away with like, you know, 80 HP and like mid 40s in bulk or whatnot, which is pretty easy to accomplish as long as you can get that HP. It's like, to that extent, it's like you can definitely do some things. But a big flaw with my defense right now is like this setup is I don't have healing tower in range, so people just get free chip damage with like bolt tower or whatnot, or even like savage blow. So it's really easy for people to take out my team. Like Self is not a threat when he's not at full HP, because it's really easy to get a unit to just have enough raw attack power to take him out. Like here, Kronia, like if there were a healing tower, they probably wouldn't be able to do this with Kronia. But yeah, that's just how it goes in this case. And we have a common theme, of course, is we don't have any chase power, so people can just run away. Which is why Hidden Run works so well against my team, because we can't chase very well. It's like even if I brought in Legendary Azura, that would just mean one unit kinda gets in easier. Here, you know, if I had plus attack, we would have been able to advantage kill, but you know, there's a Versa and stuff anyway, so it didn't matter in that instance. But yeah, plus speed Self is only going to be good if I can get the some speed on him. Like imagine if I had double Yoon, you know, 38 base speed, and then with some buffs, he can be decently fast. Not fast enough to avoid all the doubles, all the natural doubles at least, but you know, it'd be pretty decent, and I think that would be useful for him, because of course the big flaw with my defense again is it only works for a short bit of time, and then after that it just falls apart. It's an easy cleanup for people. So yeah, they're just gonna use Brave Ike and Brave Lucina. It works pretty well. But you can see, like, Brave Ike's only able to hang in there because he's able to heal. So if, you know, you deny those special procs, people can chip him down pretty easily. That's a big weakness. But of course, people aren't going to be running, like, guard and stuff. That doesn't really make much sense. But here they make a tragic mistake in baiting Seliph, because we all know Seliph and Brave Ike specialize in trying to not die. Sylvia actually picks up a double somehow, because I'm guessing of Yoon's Whispers. That's my only guess. Maybe Bright Shrine? I have no idea, but yeah. They you know, would have been able to see, like, even there, I know Seliph there had quite a bit of damage output, but it's like, if there were stronger units, like Brave Ike would not be able to tank that. And it's like, this Brave Ike is not plus 10 as well, so that's a big issue. Anyone with a super invested Brave Ike and decent Brave Lucina to pair up with him, generally speaking, can do alright against most defenses. Simply because the Irvan Refund is pretty strong at reducing damage in general. But yeah. Unfortunately, the one problem with using him on AR offense is that, of course, you most of the time probably want him to be able to kill. It's because if he doesn't kill, then you can get really awkward scenarios. But I mean, it's not entirely necessary. It's just that for strategies like mine, where everyone in the back line is absolute potato, like for the most part, Air and Kaden and Legendary Azura, they're not really doing much. Air can maybe pick up some one-shots against squishy units, and Legendary Azura can maybe tank a Seliph that's in vantage range for the team, but it's like, realistically speaking, not really doing that much. So here they're going to Pulse Smoke on the team. Not sure why I'm guessing they couldn't beat Brave Makai or something, but yeah, that wasn't too great for them. And unfortunately here, they're just gonna get some free heals. So, and Seliph at this point is a pretty easy kill for them, because of course they have some competent units. They just have to be careful with how they approach. Because of course, there's still Brave Micaiah there, but Rebecca's able to get that one shot. So it should be a pretty easy sweep here. You know, Seliph is, they have Hardy Bearing and whatnot. They could have picked up that ether structure. Not sure why they didn't. Maybe it was close enough to the end of the season to where it didn't matter for them, I'm guessing. So yeah, I did clinch the 3 matches already going into, was it 2 days before the end of the season? So there's that. Like, you know, this Halloween Mer is another example. Not sure why they're running Spur Defense Res, because as you know, there's plenty of things to punish adjacency if you don't kill. Of course, you know, this Mer can kill a lot. It's just not great. But, you know, even if she was debuffed by Panic, I probably still wouldn't be able to kill, simply just because I don't have the kill powers. That's just kind of how it is. And of course, Special Fighter, incredibly useful for denying special procs and accelerating your own. So it's a pretty free win for them. There's nothing my defense can do except try and snipe the backline, but when I have this kind of bottleneck set up, it's not gonna end well. And, you know, Micaiah did a decent amount of damage because she has armor slaying. So at some point, if I want to make an actually good Ether Raids defense, I'm gonna have to abuse effective damage. Because people can just bring armors against my team for the most part and get a free win. Unless they don't do it right, then of course it's not a free win. As you've seen with some people in previous replays trying to hit end turn with Surtur and stuff. Yeah, you don't really want to do that in the wrong spots. I'm also kind of thinking about reviving the memes of the lunge bolt strategy, but it's like, and do it on Seliph, but realistically speaking, probably not gonna work at this stage. I know people will still fall for it, but it's like, I don't know, it doesn't really seem worth it. It'd be really funny, but yeah, I don't think it would work too well. And of course it would sabotage Seliph. I'm not sure what special to run on Seliph at this point. Because like Vengeance is alright, but with the way my infantry pulse team is set up, it's on 2 cooldown now. Because I'm getting Sylvia more HP for future ideas. So it's like, I don't know. Super suspicious for sure. And here, you know, this person just did usual hit and run strategy. This is what you can do too if you know what you're doing. Like if you don't know what you're doing, then well, it's kind of awkward. But here, drawback hurts us more than it helps. So it's a little unfortunate, but I mean, there's not much my team's going to do anyways, because no one's getting in Wings of Mercy range anytime soon. And Sonya is Sonya, so she's not gonna do too much. Most of her damage output is from her special and Dark Excalibur, of course, which is the main reason why I'm using her. But I'm thinking about replacing her with my Legault. I'm not entirely set in stone on that though, because I don't know what special to run on him. Because currently the only kinda usable dagger I have for him is his native, the Cleaner Plus, that like anti-synergizes with Panic. So I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to do about that, but for sure Panic would definitely help out against a lot of these units, because like say this Corrin for example, if she's completely alone, you know, 60 res is pretty good, but then 48, you know, these Sothuses can actually still do some damage, if you know what I mean. It's not like just completely negated. they just don't completely do zero even with their specials, kind of a deal. And my team definitely relies on specials for kill power. I'm kind of realizing at this point, it's so weird. Once I dropped using Nino on my defense, it's like no one's running dual ranged, but then when I run here, everyone has dual ranged. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, if you remember some of the old replays, it's like everyone just had dual range and stuff, so they just easy walled my old rally trap with Nino. And it's like now no one's running it, so it's like Nino could actually do some damage. It's so weird. You know, if I ran her in this infantry pulse, you could have up like a Luna or something. So it could definitely, or Dragon Fang if I wanted it to be funny. But you know, that's not murdering units outright for sure. So I don't know. And of course the problem with that is that I have to bring back Legendary Azura, which means we have no spots and our defense is season conditional on Dark Season. So there's a lot of reasons why if I were to use Nino, it would be during Astra Anima defense. Of course that would mean not using her on offense, which is kind of oof, because I do like trolling with Nino. Even though she's not consistent on offense, she's fun to use, and it's fun seeing what I can do, trying to take down teams that normally in 1v1 situations you shouldn't be able to win, but because you can abuse the AI or whatnot, you can pull out the wins. It's fun seeing that, but you know, people are just gonna hit end turn most of the time against my team because it works. And of course the big thing is we don't have very strong chasing power. Like, it's just infantry units slowly marching up. I know I say slowly, but you know, it's decently fast. Here I'm not sure why they did this, because well, clearly they weren't killing Micaiah. I'm not sure what the plan was there, but yeah, it just fell apart at this point. Brave Micaiah bonus OP, extra bonus stats, and so this can still decently deal with some errors, but yeah, it's not great at this point because Micaiah has her iceberg and she has a decent res. If you know, she has decent res, not too shabby. So they're just gonna surrender there. Rip arenas, doesn't matter though because I got -40 earlier. But yeah, pretty much that's it for this week. Let's get ready for the next season, which is going to be Cav School and different bonus units, whatnot. Air is bonus, so we should be able to climb pretty hard during light season. That should be interesting to say the least. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we're gonna go at this point. That's not Cav School. I'm not sure where we're going on defense. As you might have seen in some other videos, I'm toying around with what to do during light and dark. For Astra Anima, I'm just gonna stick with this. I don't really care too much about that season yet because I don't have any Astra Mythic Heroes, no Anima Mythic Heroes. It's the season where I try hard, but you just can't because you don't have the extra broke stats from blessings. It's like, this is Zama here. If I were to run him in Astra Anima, he's basically a free kill during light and dark with double Sothis. You know, he'll have 56 HP and 41 res right now, more when I get him to +10, but yeah, it's not too great when he's not, and I don't have like fortress defense res or whatnot as well to buff up his bulk even more. So it's a little unfortunate in that respect. People are still gonna pick up 1-round KOs against him, like myself included. I could pick up a 1-round KO on him pretty easily as well. B slot, not sure what I'm putting there yet, but enough ranting. Let's get to the standings for this week. So yeah, just dropped out of top 2K, pretty expected. nothing too special. And of course, we just looked at our defense results. Allegiance battles, it's water season, so I abused water blessings as hard as I could, and 962 is out of top 1k, so it looks like we're going to get top 1k because that's how allegiance battles works. It's always a battle of margins of 2 points and whatnot. Doing alright in arena defense nowadays, which is cool, I guess. And easily getting back into tier 21. This is all random matches, so not actually sure if we're going to be able to stay next week because I'm capped out at 736 to 750 again, like I was with Baruka. And it's wind fire. My concern is the fire part. Wind is kind of whatever. But yeah. I think we should be able to if we do like 748 rolls and then go for the 3800. That should in theory be fine. I believe the cutoff this week is somewhere around 3810. It's probably slightly higher again, but that's because it's Earth Season, Legendary Alm. And maybe Water Season too for the people like me who have Fiorm. It's like right now, this team, if say I were to use it in arena, is scoring 740 to 754, which is pretty good, I believe. Something like that. But anyways, we'll be back when the results come in. Alright, the rewards better be out now. I've waited way too long. So, there we go. Not quite top 2k, but it be that way sometimes. So we'll see what happens upcoming weeks. It'll be weird, but top 1k, not too big of a deal. Arena, we're back in tier 21, so we'll give it a go again. I'm farming ally support with Fiorm right now. I don't think we'll be able to stay, but these 3800s are ceiling again. But it'll definitely be a trip for sure. Top 1k arena assaults as usual during water seasons. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.